It's all fun and games here today at Live It Up. And with us now is Ed Gallagher, and he makes technology fun. Yeah, fun. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, Donna. How are you?
Good. So you optimize technology, but you do it in a creative, beautiful way. Tell us about your experience and how you actually got into this field.
So a while ago, throughout my career, early in my career, I was fortunate enough to actually hook up with a gentleman who was starting his own business, providing technology services, application development for his customers, and he asked me straight out of college, would you like to do this? So I actually started as a consultant straight out of college. But throughout my career, got involved with many different facets of IT, helping companies with their IT spend, their projects, but always on tight budgets. It always seems like there's tight budgets. The idea to optimize technology is work with what you have.
Okay.
You know, it's hard to come by those dollars. You have to be very responsible with those dollars. And you want to make sure you're spending money on things that provide value. So here I am, many years later, this is my second company, where I'm actually coming in to help small and mid-sized companies out who are struggling to navigate through technology today. Quite honestly, it's very difficult even for some technology companies to do that. So what we try to do is sit down with the companies, understand what their objectives and goals are, and their budget, of course, and make suggestions on what we could do together to partner and come up with the best optimal solutions.
And safety is important, right? Trust is important. What's been happening? There's like more viruses going on now. It just seems like the whole landscape of everything in technology has gotten like this huge big shakeup. Almost like somebody took like a bottle of soda and just squirted it all over, and things are like, you know, shorting out. And every day somebody's like, well, today one of the guests was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was late. I couldn't find the address because I got a virus. What's going on in that area?
Well, there's a lot of things. And by the way, no soda in the data centers. Yeah. Quite honestly, the trust factor, it's all kind of intertwined. There are a lot of things happening today with malware, spyware, viruses. You hear them globally now. And a lot of companies at some point thought, hey, that can't happen to me. I'm too small. And they're starting to see it's happening more and more. What they're also noticing, too, is to trust IT, to entrust your business to actually operate on something that you don't understand and have to rely on others to actually, which has become a critical component, as we know, of business, and trust that and have a good relationship to hand your business over to those typical scenarios is very difficult for people. You know, for instance, I'm actually working with somebody right now who their IT service provider went out of business and they didn't tell them. And with that, they had their website registered, their domain website for their business registered with that company. The renewal came up 2 days ago. The website is no longer up. And that doesn't help trust.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Because like the whole server and everything went down, right? So the
website.
Right, the whole
so
website, because it lived on that other person's server.
Exactly.
Okay. So you kind of can consult with somebody ahead of time before those types of things happen. Do you recommend people outsource versus insource their IT departments, or should it be a combination of both?
That's a great question.
Okay.
So some companies have their own IT staffs, and some companies can't afford IT staffs. So you could have a hybrid. You could actually have an IT staff, one that you could afford for your core competencies, and then you could actually outsource to companies. I would recommend to a trusted company that you consider a partner who could fill in and give you the shot in the arm when you need it for your projects, or if your company's growing, whatever it may be. But it gives you the agility to kind of navigate through the different economies in your business.
And who's your best testimonial? Who's a client that you knocked out of the park that they say to you, thank you, Ed, you saved my business?
The testimonial I got is, we actually could understand you because you speak in English.
Okay.
A lot of the technology, there's a lot of technical terms, right? We talk about them all the time. But there's a lot of technical terms that people don't understand. So just the testimonial is, I understand what you're saying, you translate it into dollars, and then we see results.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for joining us. We met through networking. I've heard a lot of great things about you. So it's Optimise Technology Group.
Yes.
Yay! And Group for Gallagher. Dun, da, da.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. And I have some issues that we have to talk about like right now. So, okay. Yeah, my computer. I'll just tell you. I had to sign in twice. I don't know if you guys are having problems with that either, but it asks for my password. I put it in, and then my screen goes black, and then it pops up. I got to put it in again. Something's wrong. I'm calling Ed. Thanks for watching. Live it up.